We got this farmer here. His beavers have been tearing up his corn. We couldn't get down here until he got the corn picked, but he's wanting us to get these things eradicated. We set just a handful of sets last night. We didn't have much time, and we've caught one, probably 35-pound beaver here. The slides are pretty decent. Brian can show you the slides. We had another one set down here. We didn't have anything. We got more traps on up and down the creek, so we're gonna go ahead and get this one dispatched and reset and see what else we can come up with.
Well, he's wrapped up in this stick pretty good. So this is why we use the TS85 right here. That's a back foot catch, and he's got all the way past the joint, which kind of messed up right there, but they don't use that fur anyway, so that's why we use the TS85. Well, 30-pounder. Gonna be good caster.
And they'll be good eating.
It would.
No, I'm serious. It'll be good eating. Let's eat that one.
You got this one, Scooter?
Well, we finally caught a coon here last night. We set just a handful of coon cuffs. We only had about an hour and a half to set a few beaver traps and coon cuffs. This down here along these creeks and rivers, nobody's been trapping it for a couple of years. It's pretty full. We're going to set some more traps today, but we'll get back with you later. We're going to get this one dispatched and the trap baited back up and head on to the next one.
Well, we got coon number two? Coon number 2 for the morning. I don't think they ran real well last night, but you know, it's our first check day of the year, first trap setting of the year. We didn't get very many out. What, we have 20?
18, I think.
18 traps out, and we've got 4 critters, so I think usually we try to strive for 10%, 5 to 10% on our catch rate, so we're doing better than that. But we're gonna take care of him, and then today we're gonna just set the rest of the day, and it'll be a late day. I don't even remember setting a trap here.
I did. You went back and got stuff.
Oh, okay. That's why we caught it.
Well, yeah, I set the trap, of course.
We got about, I think it's about 40 pounds. Caught him in a caster mount set, and we knew there was some beaver on this creek. There's a dam. It's about 100 yards, maybe that way. And this is number 3 off this creek, so TS85s and a little bit of homemade caster. Yeah, that's a lot better beaver than I thought.
Well, we're here on our second coon cup of the morning, and we had one in the other one, but he got out, which don't happen very often in these coon cups. But this coon's not hurt at all. I mean, just holding him by the foot. I've actually got my hands in those before. And
he's a pretty coon too.
Yeah, it's a pretty coon. We're actually trapping a little earlier than we usually do for coons, and we're noticing the hair seems to be a lot better than the January coons. They're not rubbed, and but this hair is really thick for no colder than it's been here. I'm kind of shocked of how good the hair is.
He's not real brown either. He's got a real good.
That's a good silver dark. But nobody's really trapped or coon hunted this up here for a few years, so that's just, the farmers are complaining that the crop loss was detrimental to their harvest because it was just, the beavers and the coons just wrecked them. So they're actually asking us to come in here and catch as many as we can to try to help their harvest out for next year, which you're never going to catch them all. We're just trying to manage them. I mean, the numbers here are astronomical, and I think you know, if we can catch 100, there's going to be 300 left. So
yeah, and that's part of what we do as trappers is natural resource conservation. That's why we do what we're doing here. It's not because we enjoy seeing the animal, you know, perish or anything like that. We're actually trying to conserve the population and conserve the crop and all that.
Well, a few years back in here, I know we found a lot of dead coons in the creeks. They got distemper or something come in, and once one coon gets it and goes back to the den tree and there's 5 other coons in that den, they all get it, and most of them will die, and it's pretty bad death for them. We've had them come out in the fields, and you'll see them at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at 90 degrees, which a coon shouldn't be out doing that, and their head's cocked and they're foaming a little bit, and they're just not right. They're sick. So I would rather harvest a few animals and make the rest of them be healthy than let them die from that way.
Yeah. Let's take care, and we got about 200 more of them.
Yeah, let's dispatch this one and get on the next one.
Down here on the river, and it's amazing with the coons that we caught up here on the field, the difference in color. I can't really explain it, but this one is almost solid brown with black guards. Those out there were silver with black. I mean, it's just what's really cool about trapping is just the difference in the species, and you know, it's what makes it fun. But we caught him with dog proof marshmallows and a little bit of cat food. We're on this river, and these coons, I mean, last night it was only got down to like 20 degrees, so we didn't think they'd run really well, and we've got 4 now. We've caught 2 on the river. We set these traps last night. We had about 20 traps out. Now we've probably got closer to 50 out, so the first 2 coon cuff traps we checked here on the river have coons in them, so that makes me real confident in what we've got going down the line. But we're going to take care of him. We got another one that looks just like him just up the way here, so we'll get them taken care of and move along. We got a double scooter. That's why you wanted the video. You think I was going to slide down this bank.
You might have. You still might.
We doubled up here. We set 3 here. The one's still set, but we had a good feeling this was a perfect place that necked them down. And that's something that we talk about between each other all the time, is you could set 1,000 traps down here, or you can do your scouting, find places that necks them down and set 100 traps. So I'll tell you, kind of milder conditions, and this ground very sloppy right now, so I know we got home last night and I was feeling it from walking up and down the banks, but we're going to take care of these two and we'll move on to the next one. Oh yeah. We had to take the crap and all off that one. This one's probably 25 pound maybe, but you know, we were coming down through yesterday and decided to set this and realized it was in a gravel bed and everything's right with it, but you know, we got this is our second beaver on the line for the day, and we're going to reset this caster mount and get him taken care of. My favorite animal to catch, man.
Well, we're here at our last trap today. We've caught quite a few coons for being a really cold night, more than we actually anticipated catching. This is an old abandoned trailer here. Coons have, I don't know, the foxes are living underneath of it, and the coons they've made a new home, so only God knows what it looks like inside, but we actually catch quite a few here every year, off and on. But just another big old coon, and we're going to get him dispatched and taken care of and get to the house and get these animals dressed up for the day and taken care of.
Check day, and we did pretty well today. We don't have quite as many traps out as what I'd like to have out. The beaver sets that we've got out are very minimal and we're catching in them, so I'd like to have a few more of those out. The raccoons, man, the dog-proof coon trap has just changed the game on that. You can have so many traps out very quick, and you know, no more number 1.5 jumps, anything like that. It's too easy to set them. But we still like to set a few traditional, you know, pocket sets and things like that, just to keep the traditional thing alive. But really happy with the way it's turned out so far. We've seen some otter sign today, so we're really hoping sometime here in the next 10 days or so we're going to leave this line set, hoping to have otter, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, good day. So now we're going to switch gears a little bit, and Scott's going to show you how we build our own disposable cables.
Well, we're here in the barn, just trying to get geared up to go trapping, making a few disposable stakes. These we bought these at Hoosier Trapper. They're relatively cheap. We got our own method of making things. It might not be right. It might be right, but they're pretty simple to make. You can usually pull most of them back out. If you can't, cut them off. They'll they'll disappear over time. Not going to hurt any farmers' tires or discs or anything else. So, but a lot easier to carry than rebar or kind of big stakes. But we use quite a few of these throughout the season. We just bought 100 a day, and which won't last very long. I can't find my big flat iron, so I just found this piece of railroad track holder, and just making a few up. We're going to start a shotgun season goes out here this Sunday, and we're going to set a few traps. I got a couple farmers that's got some beavers they need gone, and we're going to try to go cater to those guys real quick. They let us hunt and trap and try to take care of the farmers when they got an issue with beavers flooding the field. But yeah, this one's whipping me. I'm having issues here.
Just to kind of close things out, thanks everybody for your support. Thanks to J3 Outdoors, huge supporter of Heat Seeker Outdoors, the manufacturer of the Hags brackets. Jeff's a great guy, and he has a great line of products that we use on our line, and we couldn't thank him enough for that. Easy Cut, you know, all the other people that I'm missing, great supporters of us. We appreciate all that support, and we hope you enjoyed watching this week. Hang on.
What?
Let's talk about it while he's alive.
There's a beaver in the trap, and we're going to shoot it.